Welcome back, everybody, and we'll note that Councillor Liggett has joined us. So I'll now ask Council for a motion to rise from closed session. And Councillor Wolf, I believe you have this motion. Will you please read it in its entirety?
Through you, Madam Mayor. Council to rise from closed session, moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Adshade. Recommendation that Council rise from closed session and reconvene in open session.
Thank you. So I'll now ask for our clerk to call for the vote. Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Councillor Adshade.
In favor.
Councillor Devine.
Aye.
Councillor Mehta.
In favor.
Councillor Liggett.
In favor.
Councillor Mann.
In favor.
Councillor Reid.
In favor.
Councillor Wolf.
In favor.
Mayor McGarry.
In favor.
And that carries.
Thank you. During the closed session, discussions occurred amongst the members of council pertaining to confidential negotiations regarding potential land acquisition, confidential employee negotiations, and an update on a legal matter. So thank you all for joining us again and for your patience during this time. So at this time, I'm going to ask if any other member of council have any other business that they would like to be discussed. And I understand that there's a notice of motion coming forward from Councillor Mehta. Councillor Mehta? And this is regarding the downtown Cambridge business improvement area. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Worship. Thank you, Your Worship. I will read it now. It's going to be for the next council meeting. But I'm just giving notice. The motion did come from the Downtown Cambridge Business Improvement Association, and I'm tabling it with the following wording at this time, although I may make a few changes as I hear more from staff and I consult with the BIA again. So the way the motion's worded is that the Downtown Cambridge BIA acknowledges that truck through traffic is a serious problem downtown, and we respectfully ask the City of Cambridge Council and the Regional Council to take concert steps towards removing truck through traffic from the downtown core area. And further, that City of Cambridge Council requests the Region of Waterloo work with city staff to prohibit through heavy vehicle traffic on regional roads within downtown Cambridge between Dundas Street and Cedar Street Concession Street, no later than upon the opening of McQueen Shaver Boulevard between Highway 24 and Franklin Boulevard, based on the recommendations identified in Moving Cambridge, City of Cambridge Transportation Master Plan.
Thank you, Councillor Mehta. So this motion will be listed on the agenda to be considered at the October 20th, 2020 council meeting. So we're now going to move ahead onto introduction and consideration of bylaws. Councillor Wolf.
Mayor McGarry, I have other business. I'm just trying to find where the hand is. I'm sorry, I couldn't find it.
Okay, Councillor Liggett, go ahead.
It's a question for the clerk. Did our motion as a council last spring for to go to the province with regards to more funds be put into detox and rehab, have we heard back from the province at all that they've received it and what they're doing about that?
Through you, Madam Chair, no, we did not receive a response from the province. We did send it to all 444 Ontario municipalities as per your request, but we did not receive a response.
Could we ask for a response from them?
Through you, Madam Chair, yes, we may.
Thank you.
Thank you. And just further to that, Councillor Liggett, during the time that we met with the minister during AMO, we did bring this up again. So we will now move ahead to Councillor Wolf, who has the motion. Please read it in its entirety. I'll try that again. Please read it in its entirety.
Through you, Madam Mayor, moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Mann. 20-092, being a bylaw of the Corporation of the City of Cambridge to amend zoning bylaw number 150-85 as amended with respect to land municipally known as 95 East Street, RO9-20.
Thank you, Councillor Wolf. Does council have any comments at this time? Seeing none, I'm going to ask our clerk to call for the vote. Madam Clerk.
Councillor Adshade,
In favor.
Councillor Devine,
Aye.
Councillor Meta,
In favor.
Councillor Liggett,
In favor.
Councillor Mann,
In favor.
Councillor Reed,
In favor.
Councillor Wolf,
In favor?
Mayor McGarry,
In favor.
and that carries.
Thank you. Our next item is the confirmatory bylaw. Councillor Devine, you have this motion. Would you please read it in its entirety?
Yes, confirmatory bylaw moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Reid. 20-093 being a bylaw of the City of Cambridge to confirm the proceedings of the Council of the Corporation of the City of Cambridge at its meeting held on the 6th day of December 2020, passed and enacted this day, this 6th day of October 2020.
Thank you, Councillor Devine. I will now ask our clerk to call for the vote. Madam Clerk.
Councillor Adshade,
In favor.
Councillor Devine,
Aye.
Councillor Meta,
In favor.
Councillor Liggett,
Sorry, in favor.
Councillor Mann,
Favor.
Councillor Reed,
In favor.
Councillor Wolf,
In favor?
Mayor McGarry,
In favor.
that carries.
Thank you very much. Well, we've now reached the end of our agenda for today. So Councillor Reid, you do have the motion for our close of meeting. Will you please read it in its entirety?
I would ask the clerk to please read it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
That the council meeting does now adjourn at 6:04 p.m.
Thank you, and we'll call for the vote. Madam Clerk.
Councillor Adshade,
In favor.
Councillor Devine,
Aye.
Councillor Meta,
Favor.
Councillor Liggett,
In favor.
Councillor Mann,
In favor.
Councillor Reed,
In favor.
Councillor Wolf,
In favor?
Mayor McGarry.
In favor.
Thank you. That carries.
Thank you very much for joining us today. And remember, wash your hands frequently, stay physically distanced, wear a mask when you're out, have a very wonderful Thanksgiving, and make sure that you keep everybody safe and care for each other. Thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy
Night, everyone.